Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. Now you may be noticing something in the background that you've not heard before. Yes, it's a little bit of background music. I had a comment a couple of videos ago from Arrow Belly, who was saying that although they love my clear and calm voice, they felt it could be made even better with a bit of soft, chill background music. I'll put a link in the description to this song. It's by a good producer on YouTube who makes a lot of free music for you to use if you ever wanted to as well. But let me know what you think. A little bit of something extra in the background, hopefully complimentary to my voice. And also proof that I am open to suggestions with this channel. I remember once someone suggested that I didn't put fade to blacks between every single clip in a game, and that was a great suggestion and I stopped that straight away. That was in the early days. So yeah, let me know what you think. And today's episode is also important because Mason Mount should be back today. He's not going to be back for this first game against Birmingham City. Let's just go and have a look at the league table to remind ourselves where we are. Yes, here we are. Third position, only 1 point off Derby County in second place. Stoke, Middlesbrough, Swansea City, all fairly close around us. We play Middlesbrough in our second game today. So that's an important game in terms of, well, Middlesbrough, I suppose, are still in the fight for second. It's really Derby County who we need to get ahead of, but Stoke City not far behind either. It looks like Swansea City could well be too far ahead for us to catch. They look to be getting automatically promoted. Can we get there as well? Let's just take a look at who we've got to play. So we play Middlesbrough. They're obviously in a strong position. Then Stoke. Then Derby County. Wow. So massive episode today. And then an absolutely colossal episode on Friday. And that could be season defining. Wins against Stoke and Derby there could secure us that automatic promotion. And then we only have 4 games after that. No particularly big games in that. All the remaining sides we play fairly far down the league, so that Derby County game in the next episode is going to be massive. Right, we'll need to build the foundations for that with a home win against Birmingham City. We're still lacking in Kudu and Mason Mount, so it's going to be Brunetta. Maxi Romero on a downward arrow. That's no good. PT Pablo back in. I think we're going to have to play Romero though, aren't we, really? I mean, the only other option would be to play Brunetta up top and play maybe Matty in there. Well, we're only a day away from Nkudu and Mount returning, so that's come at a slightly wrong time, but we'll see how Maxi Romero does. Birmingham City, well, they've got Shea Adams up front. He's a quick and potentially dangerous striker. And they've got a keeper who's 64 rated, so let's try and get off some powerful shots. Test him early on, let's go. So the business end of the season has very much crept up on us, and the bums are starting to squeak here around Ellen Road. We know we're so close to that automatic promotion. I would say that the playoffs now is guaranteed. I don't know if mathematically it is, but I think that shouldn't be a problem. So at the very least, we're going to have an exciting run in the playoffs, hopefully. But I would like automatic promotion. I think with the investment in this side and the quality of players, we need to ensure that we're playing Premier League football next season. All over the top from Gardner. We'll find Shea Adams through on goal. Oh my God, Pontus Jansson. Well, he made the interception and then panicked, put it out for a corner. Thought that was going to go in then. Not going to lie. That was worrying. Danger here, though, as Birmingham City bring it forward. The away side have started the stronger. Ball into Pontus Jansson. And that is close. First chance of the game going to our opposition. Can Brunetta find us something here from a set piece? Just to reinvigorate the crowd here, maybe. Bernardo heads it. Oh, and it's in. It's in. And it's just gone over the line. And the big Brazilian gets another goal from a corner. He's scored at least 2 or 3 this season. And Brunetta picks him out very well. 2 South Americans linking up. And I don't know if that was a goal line technology decision. I think they do have that in the Championship, don't they? Yeah. Defender was well over the line when he headed it out. And yeah, as I said, we needed this for the confidence. The crowd was a little flat. Started poorly. Birmingham have been great. That's unlucky there not to be able to head that out. Bernardo, the goal scorer, brings it forward. Spots Pablo Hernandez in a lot of space here. He spots Kobos making an excellent run. He'll put it in, looking for Harrison at the far post. Oh, and that is an awful own goal there for Birmingham City. In many ways, they've scored 2 headers in this game. And it's really unfortunate because they did look so defensively strong in the opening minutes. But, well, we just tested them with a dangerous ball into the box. But really with Romero on poor form and only wee Jack at the far post, they needn't really have worried about that. But he panicked and the number 3 puts it confidently past his goalkeeper. And that's much better. And there we are, half-time here at Ellen Road. And it's the early header from Bernardo, which was sort of headed in by a Birmingham City player in the end almost. And then an own goal, again from the head of a Birmingham City player. It's not been pretty. We've not been at our best. We've done enough And hopefully we can make it safe in this second half and get what should be a routine win. Brunetta into Harrison. Back to Maxi Romero. Now Isla inside to Brunetta. Oh, lovely first touch. Brunetta seals it with a third. This has been one of the worst games of football that we've been involved in this season. Birmingham City have been... I've never seen a team play this badly in PES, especially not on Superstar. And we cut through them there like a hot knife through butter. It's a very simple finish. The 3 goals are probably no less than we deserve, but we've been pretty poor as well. But Birmingham City really have plumbed new depths, and it would be no surprise to see them relegated this season. Oh, Adams. No. Oh, just as we were saying how poor they are, they get one easy, cheap ball over the top. Martinez should have got to this. He's let Shea Adams get his body in front of him. Couldn't make up the ground, and it's a good finish. Jesus, it's not good enough. Comes Guido Pizarro. Martinez lays it off to Kobos. Back into him. Will we have a first goal for the midfielder? Centre-back turned midfielder today. Martinez, well, that is definitely his first goal. And that's a lovely celebration there. The Argentinian brothers, of which there are so many in this side. Martinez is just one of them. He's been an excellent signing at centre-back, but he can be pushed into the Isla role when asked. And this is just way too easy. It's a good finish in the end, actually. Nice bit of outward curl. That will seal it here. Oh, well intercepted, Luke Ayling. Can always be relied upon. He's a useful player to have on the bench. Haven't had to call on him too much. Dallas out to Romero. Oh, this is gorgeous. Pablo! Oh, could have been 5. Could have easily been 5. And there we have it, 4-1 here. Very nice, very nice. No need to worry about this one at all, was there? Even with a massively depleted side and Maxi Romero on a downward arrow, he didn't need to supply any of his goals today. They were all shared around pretty well, and it's a good team performance. Defensively, we were absolutely huge. Look at that, 7.5 for Martinez. Obviously, he scored a goal. But Bernardo grabs a 7. Pontus Janssen with a 6.5. The amount of headers and clearances they made today, they just made it impossible for Vassell or Adams to do anything in this game except for that cheeky Adams goal at the end. But yeah, we were dominant. So that's going to help our goal difference as well, which is actually still not that high because, and this was pointed out to me in the last episode, how ridiculous the amount of goals that have been scored by Leeds United and against Leeds United. We've scored 89 goals this season, most of which Maxi Romero's, but we've conceded 55, which is as many, which is more than, well, hang on, where is that no, 14th place Birmingham City, who we played today, have conceded as many goals, or one more goal than we have. We're conceding goals of a bottom half of the table side. We're scoring them like no other. So it's definitely an exciting team to watch this season. I'm sure the fans would probably prefer it to be slightly balanced, a little bit more in the towards the defence being actually good. But you know, it's the way we play. We counter-attack, we break, we bomb forward, we press high. It's just, you know, there have been some teething issues at the beginning of the season to work out as well. We do still concede too many cheap goals, but we are in third. We're only 1 point off Derby County, who we still have to play. This is going to be very exciting. And we play today Middlesbrough, who are now 10 points behind us, so they failed to really mount any sort of challenge for automatic promotion. But they are going to be a tough test. But we should have Nkudu and Mount both back in the side today, and we're now going to have to decide how we fit them in. And interestingly, it is a rival game, and we've just been offered the job there. So, narratives galore in this one. The scouts got something for us, and 2 players are back. One of which, Macinio Mount, the most exciting player that we've signed, probably until we signed Brunetta, and he turned out to be incredible. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting bit of scouting there. Aaron Moy, a player I really like. Unfortunately, he can't play right back, although I feel he'd be a good right back. He would almost be exactly the right player, wouldn't he, for that wing-back role, but he doesn't play there. We'd have to train him up as a right-back, and that would really hit us. Strikers-wise, what have we got here? Sandro? Is that... Oh, it's the Sandro. Where was he at? Everton for a bit. I mean, obviously, he's quality. He is quality. He's 80 rated, though, so he's out of our reach for now. I like Aaron Moy, though. A bit old, but we can sign him. He's within what we're allowed to sign. Right. So the main thing now before we get into the game is trying to decide how we're going to line up. Now my thoughts are, we've got to first of all decide, I think... Okay, so let's just put it back to how it has been. Which is Kudu out on the left. Harrison, we did change into a second striker, but really he's a right wing forward. Dallas on the bench. That's 91 team spirit. So, if we were to straight swap for Brunetta, which we're probably not going to do, that would take us down 5 team spirit. And that is a lot. No, 6 team spirit, and that is a lot. If we swap out either Harrison or Nkudu, same problem. 6 team spirit is lost. That is a concern. And you can understand why that would impact team spirit, because Mount has been out all season. We've been on this incredible run with this team in this formation. This is a real tricky one. A big decision to be made here by Marcelo Bielsa. I think we've got to decide, really. He's going to have to play on the wings. I think Brunetta keeps his spot. Although we could argue today on a sideways arrow that you could just bring Mount straight in. But long term, I think it's going to have to be one of Harrison or Nkudu who make way. So let's just compare the two of these. They can both sort of play on either side. Nkudu can play on the right. Harrison can't really play on the left. Harrison is a better dribbler, just about, and we've seen that. He's got some sort of irrelevant stats that aren't really going to help him that much. His place kicking swerve is pretty good. Header's a little bit better. His ball winning's marginally better, but that's not really that important. But he's a lot slower, and his balance as well is low. I mean, looking at these two, as sad as it makes me, I think Harrison is going to have to drop to the bench. I don't know about in this game on a blue though, but I think long term I would prefer Mount out on the left. He only comes in at 73 there, and then Nkudu out on the right. Let me know what you think of this. This might not be the lineup we have for the actual Middlesbrough game, but going forward I think this is probably it. In terms of captain as well, this keeps moving around. I think we give it to Big Pontus. Pizarro is also another option for that, but I think we'll stick with Pontus Jansson. I always like to have a centre-back as captain. So the question is, do we give up 6 team spirit points to bring back Mount, technically our best player? Big decisions to be made. I want to know what you think in the comments. Let's go and decide now how we actually line up for this game against Middlesbrough. Again, we're at Ellen Road. We've got the home advantage. I guess the smart move would probably be to play Jack Harrison on a flashing blue arrow and keep it as it is, but take out Brunetta on sideways form and bring back in Mason Mount. You can see by the heat maps, he's just got no relationship with anyone. But in an important game like this, that 6 team spirit could be really important. Oh, that's the question is the team spirit hit worth it? I mean, one problem with Mason Mount is he's not quick. He's 78 speed. I mean, he's quite quick and he's explosive as well. Great crosser of the ball, his incredible swerve. Obviously, from corners and set pieces, he's an absolute devil. Great ball control. A whole load of player skills. Long ball expert will really help. But I would be inclined to go with this and maybe just try and bring in Mount slowly. This is one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. I wish I had the patrons to decide on this one. I wish I had your advice, but I'm going to have to make a call here. I'm going to keep it as it is. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as it is. That might be controversial. Mason Mount starting on the bench. I mean, that's sort of something that you might expect with a player coming back from such a long injury. Obviously, his form's good, so that possibly means that he's been training well, but we're gonna try this. I mean, the positives will be that if we need an impact sub, then Mason Mount to come on in any of those positions is going to be a really exciting addition to this game. But I think we've got to stick with what's worked. There's Big Pontus leading out the side today. That makes sense, doesn't it? That fits. That looks good. But yeah, as I said, we've got to stick with what works. Mason Mount, we've wanted him back, and I can't believe now that almost I've waited for this day like Christmas, and then as soon as it's arrived, we've decided to bench him. Especially when he's on better form than Brunetta. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, we'll stick with it. It's fine. We'll be able to bring him on with fresh legs as well if things aren't going our way. And if they are, then we can bring him on for a bit of a parade and just ease him back in gently. That 6 team spirit hit, though, is a big hit. We've seen a big improvement in this side since we've gone past 90, so to drop it back down at this crucial part of the season, I think would have been a mistake. Right, come on then. Massive game today. We've not even considered Middlesbrough. And that's big Rudy Gested up front. Stuart Downing in there as well. This is a massive one at Ellen Road. The crowd now can sniff the Premier League. Can we find our way there? Oh, lovely passing here. But Jansson reads it. Now Maxim Romero can lay it into Nkudu. Oh, he's nutmegged him. Slips it through to Romero. Into the box now. Maxi Romero. That's the wrong finish in so many ways. Great start, though. Too far out for an effort on goal here, so we'll go short. Just start play again. Out to Martinez. Scored a goal in the last one. Isla out to Harrison. Fortunate to keep his place in the side today, and he skips away from his man. Low ball in. Looking for Maxi Romero. What a save that is. On the line there. That should have been 1-0. Brunetta will get to that. Good work from Jack Harrison. Brunetta steps inside. And Kudo into Romero. Slips in Jack Harrison. Harrison! Yes! And against the side that he was on loan at last season, Jack Harrison puts us a goal up here in not only a massive local derby, but an incredibly important game in the complexion of this championship season. And Jack Harrison, well, he very nearly didn't make it into this side today. Mason Mount was touted to be starting in his place, but he's repaid Bielsa's faith with an incredible finish. And, well, it started at quite a pace, this game. Brunetta driving through the centre to play in Kudu. This is nice. Romero turns, just slips it in to Jack Harrison. He's made a great late run. Stuart Downing couldn't stay with him. Those old legs, no match for Jack's fresh ones. And it's a good finish. It's a toe poke. No, it's an outside of the boot finish. We'll give him that at least. Great start here. Perfect start. Martinez battling with Rudy Justed. That's not a matchup we want to have too many times, but that's a great ball out there. Kudu. Romero lays it off to Brunetta. Back into Isla. He can slip in Maxi Romero now. He's through. He's onside. He is onside. He's onside. No, that's a big miss. Janssen, big tackle, but they're very fortunate that it falls here. And now Hugh Gill is through. Bernardo making up the ground well. Yes, nice. No, don't let it go out for a corner. That's not good. They've got a lot of dangerous players. One of them being Rudy Justed, who seems to be going short. That's an interesting choice. That's not the player you want to go short. He's done well there. Good ball in. Oh, no. Well, that is an unconventional corner routine there from Middlesbrough. They pull out one of the best headers of the ball in the Championship, who then digs out across with his left foot. And it is Brunetta, I think, who was beaten to that one. And it's honours even again. That's against the run of play, really, but Middlesbrough have been good. This is turning into quite a battle. Pizarro into Maxi Romero. Sees the run of Nkudu. What a ball. Nkudu inside. Oh, Yala just does enough. Martinez takes it on the run. That's beautiful. Brunetta now. Looks to curl it. Well wide. This is a good game. Isla. Nice ball out to Harrison. Goes first time into Maxi Romero. Can he take this down? Looks to cut it back. Oh, dared not take a touch there because I don't think we would have got to it, but it's fallen to Romero now. He'll turn. Yes! Maxi Romero. He went one whole game without scoring and the world just didn't seem quite right. But Leeds' number 9 has got us the important second goal here. Nkudu did really well to keep the play alive and he finished well past Randolph. He's never going to miss that opportunity. The Middlesbrough defenders will be disappointed after doing well to repel the initial attack, but just switching off, and as it came back into the box, he had way too much time to finish. Come on, let's keep this going. And that's half-time here at Ellen Road, and Maxi Romero scored that goal in the first minute of added time in this first half. And it was a much-needed one, just to settle the nerves. Middlesbrough have not had a shot on target yet. How is that possible? Must have taken a big deflection, that header then. But yeah, although it looks comfortable, Middlesbrough have been excellent, and the stats don't show it, but it's certainly not felt as one-sided as they look. We certainly need to be aware of the danger in this second half and see this one out. This is a massive 3 points if we can get it. Oh, what a ball into Howson. Through on goal now. Vita Manoni comes out. What a save. Made himself very big there. And that looked to be 2-2. We've done very well to avoid letting another Middlesbrough goal in now. Nkudu. Inside to Brunetta. Lovely spin from him. Looking for the run of Isla. Oh, Randolph with a great save. Really great work there from Brunetta. Just couldn't quite finish it off. And this is danger here on the counter. Got to be watching that run out wide. The ball into Downing, though, doesn't give him much to run onto. But he's done really well to find the space here. Stuart Downing now. Martinez, great challenge. So here he is. 13 long weeks for Mason Mount. He started his career at Leeds at an incredible pace. And he now replaces the man who replaced him, who's come in and set Leeds on fire. But Mason Mount comes into a standing ovation. Can he make the difference late on in this game? Not long left, but a third goal now would surely seal it for us. Can he be the inspiration for this one? Justed now into the box. Danger here. Good effort. Could fall to anyone. Mason Mount is back to deal with it. Thank God for that. Mount into Kobos. Out to Nkudu. First time down the line into Romero. He's going to look to take on Paddy McNair. Skips away from him. Oh, he's done really well. Shows great strength. Lays it back to Mount. Mason Mount. Oh, good opportunity here. Still, if we can keep it going. Oh, and that was a great opportunity. Really unlucky. Oh, Braithwaite's got him behind Bernardo. This game's so open now, and that is only going to benefit Middlesbrough. Oh, no. Oh, it's a foul. It's a dive. Braithwaite goes to ground in the box. Far too easily for the referee's opinion. No, Bernardo did very well there. You cheating piece of free kick opportunity here. Only 7 minutes left in this one. Surely too far out for a shot on target. Downing floats it in. Ayling, the substitute, gets a header on. Mount gets a tackle in. Lovely work. Oh, and Romero just couldn't quite find him to launch the counter. Pablo Hernandez gets a touch on that. But Middlesbrough will still come forward now. Ball into Rudy Justed. No, don't do this to me. Okay. Oh, Mount, that's a little risky for my liking in that position, but he's got away with it. And he'll find Jack Harrison. Nice ball into Martinez. Now Martinez. Things have opened up for him, but he's looked for Mason Mount. He'll cut back. Ball out to Harrison. We're taking our time with this, but that's fine. Oh, and Romero's taken down in the box. That's going to be a penalty, and there's certainly no diving there. Nice, smart turn away from the striker. And surely now the decisive goal will go to Leeds. And it's going to be Mason Mount to take this one. Well, we've been caught out a lot by going low. So we're going to go high. And we're going to go high right. Mason Mount to re-announce himself in this Leeds side. Yes! Set-piece specialist gets his goal. And you can see what it means to the young Englishman. Out for so long this season. What many would say at his stage in his career could be a massively career-altering injury. Could really halt his progression, but he's come back in today and he's showed massive balls there to step up to such an important penalty. This crucial stage in the season. It's Romero who wins it. Probably had a good argument for taking it himself. But Mason Mount, a young man, full of confidence, dispatches it with ease. Randolph sent the wrong way. And that should be us done here. Harrison wins it back. He's on a real tear up today. Martinez, Romero, Martinez! Oh, almost made it 4 there, but this will be the final whistle here at Ellen Road, and the fans are on their feet in an absolutely crucial game. We get a big, big win. A goal for Mason Mount as well. Great to see him back in the side. It was Maxi Romero who scored the crucial one and then won the penalty as well. It's been an excellent, excellent performance. And Leeds United's streak of wins continues. And that was pretty confident against a side who've been sniffing around the top 3 all season. We stepped it up when necessary. Great team performance again. And Mount comes back with a 7 rating. Lovely work from him. And where will that see us in the lead? Obviously, Derby County need to keep winning as well. And they lose to Norwich City. And we move in to the automatic promotion spots. And with only, 4 games or 6 games? 4 games left. I think it might be 6 games. 6 games left. We're where we need to be. And only 5 points away from Swansea City. It's all doable. Winning the league is within our grasp. And there we have it. And we get a nice long rest now before a huge, huge game in the next episode. You've got to join me for that on Friday as we take on Stoke City. I'll see you in the next episode. It's going to be massive. See you in a bit.